Happy Valentine's
Hello.
Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Wait, I changed something real quick. I forgot I had something else.
I've been trying to tell you for the last like 10 minutes.
You said lamp, and I'm like, ah, yes, because I'm light. No, you literally meant I'm chandelier.
I can't. I said that from Highway U front walk. You were being what's it called?
I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear that part, but I kept hearing lamp. I'm like, yes, I am indeed a lamp.
You are a
But
lamp.
it did actually say. Anyway.
This is the content you come for.
Yeah.
You think we're professionals here?
This is the
only
cutting edge
only the
of
most
Valentine's
professional.
Day.
I crack
Or the
I
most
crack
professional.
my
That's
knuckles
why I
at
roll plus
professionality.
15s.
What's I'm about to say? A very wait.
Oh no.
Have a good night.
The announcement has been pulled back a while.
Red has been absconded.
I'm back.
Right at the important moment of announcement.
Yeah. I was about to say. My brother was walking by. I was just gonna say
You're
a very
fine.
corny line called, "But you are all my Valentine." Finger guns.
This is not a choice.
It's not a choice.
There
It's
is
a
just
bonus.
there are no yes or no's. It is yes.
If we look in our character sheets, we now have a gift that is permalocked called Valentine.
Yeah.
If I was doing,
It does
a
nothing. It's
Valentine
just there.
episode, you guys would just have Valentine gifts.
Look, if we were doing a Valentine episode, I would put Aqua and Trixie in a room for 2 hours. That's all we would be doing.
Definitely. That would happen. Yeah.
That would be a separate session upon itself.
I would take
A little
Travis,
special episode.
put him in a room for like 3 hours and just say, like, Aqua, you're RPing with Trixie. That's the entirety of it. Nothing gets done.
It's break from creep lab. No. Actually, the faceless scientist is like, I must experiment. Go flirt.
Isn't that guy still like in a burning building?
No, he's not. He left.
Yeah. And we were thinking that he also took Aqua again. So.
Also, Red, did you read my DM to you?
I forgot.
It's fine if you didn't, but I'm reminding you because you may have forgot. My funny haha idea I got this morning. I'm just like, I don't know if we should do this.
Fuck yeah, that sounds funny as hell.
Okay, I smile. I smile.
But he has to have a single proxy though.
Cool.
A different a person, not immediately not immediately that one. Somebody proxying for them.
Sure. I'm gonna be very self-indulgent. Okay. Unless you have someone particularly in mind.
Technically, if we want to make like a new NPC, we can. But if you want to use one of the old ones, we can. If we want to use one of the what's called, we can.
Up to you.
It might be good to
we'll deal with that
another
later.
one.
I don't know why, but my brain just had the image of you just bringing out Spencer.
God, no, none of you deserve that.
None of you deserve what Spencer will do.
None of you deserve those crimes. Okay, sorry, I derailed. Who wants to do recap?
Yeah.
I'll go for this time.
Yeah, get that inspo.
Someone that isn't Tib? I'm joking.
I don't mind.
You're
good. I was gonna honestly wait till anyone else wanted to do it or not.
Yeah. All right. Last time on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel World, our heroes had more or less just sort of befriended this 70 spider. With their crew, they were able to escape the building and, well, they more or less walked through it, met a guy, he said, "Don't burn the building down." We winked at him and left. Well, Then we actually captured the creature, and as we were about to hand him off, Crystal punched the fuck out of him. With this now defeated scientist, we had Amaryl just sort of burn the whole place down.
Also, Crystal ate him.
I didn't fully eat him. I ate most of him. I'm just doing the little crystal joke.
With that came the final fight, with the conquistador on a horse. It's more intimidating than you'd actually think. With their powers combined, they defeated this conquistador, and with it, coming a new evolution. To the next chapter of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Worlds!
Cue the intro.
We don't have an intro.
Dun-dun-dun,
Da-da-da. Wait, no, I have a funny ass one. Don't give it up, Cam. Leave it.
My brain was also on that brain cell of you. It immediately goes the One Piece theme of
Yeah.
rap battle.
Just
One
the one
corpse.
right, but you get but
Just
you,
the rest
you
of this,
came.
the rest of this episode just has 4 kids on the bottom right.
I'm not saying I would never sell my soul to poor kids. I'm sorry. I have some decency.
Yeah, they would censor the Aqua and Trixie relationship.
They were such good friends.
They were such good friends. They had so
God, they
so
were
much
roommates.
romantic tension.
God, they were roommates.
Yeah, it's so weird. Cam got kicked out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second. Oh God, that would be funny if Cam got kicked out of their room. And they got put in
here's what-
Trixie's old room.
Here's the truth of what 4Kids would have done. They probably would have just said like, "Yes, Aqua, who was totally a man this whole time."
Oof.
Oof.
Prince Aqua.
Oof.
Do not question it.
Do not question.
Gross. Oof.
Yeah,
That's
4Kids be like that.
Mm-hmm. But let's get started. Everybody, you came back from hell. How y'all feeling?
Tired.
I'm gonna roll for
Hugo.
Cam feelings.
Hugo's back to his normal self, and he, as normal self, sleep.
Oh boy. Cam came out of this pretty good. They're happy. They have to think about what it means to have a sister now.
Vaughn isn't wounded
Right.
once.
Mm-hmm.
How's Crystal doing, by the way, Red?
Oh, Crystal. That's a thing that we're not gonna touch for now. Looks like Crystal.
Okay.
They gotta be Glee at least.
Hildebred and Cam's sync up.
Listen, our bond
they
just
kinda
grows
do.
stronger ever since I shoot a needle inside of you.
Wait a second, you can't sync up. Cam has a 17.
Oh no!
No.
No.
I mean, I have XP I could burn.
Spends just to sync me.
Just to sync
From
up.
the pit.
I burned all of mine.
You burned all of yours
I
for
should have put
mitosis.
Apparently. I did not know I could do this.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Who played Duplicate?
so let's get back into people getting as y'all start to walk back to the school. It's a long trip. Tiring, cold. It's a cold day. You didn't really realize it until you came out. It's been like a day or so, probably. Tired. Some of you covered in not very fun things like blood. Some of you covered in ash because some of you covered in ash because the conquistador fight. But you're all walking back to the lovely Dovely School. But that's gonna take a minute. Y'all are having to take a single break before reaching back. Of just pure exhaustion hitting you. I'll be dragging y'all into the map. If y'all have a scene before you guys re-enter the school, this is the point in time. Of you taking a break after being basically fucking going through 2 technical boss fights in a row.
3, honestly.
3.
3 looks at clone cam.
Also, I want to say this real quick to, what's called Aramo. You're about to get more bars soon.
I did see that, and I'm like, ah, yes, infinite bars.
Infinite
Just
fireworks.
keep going.
Ours is life.
You're about to become a cube. A true cube. Okay, let's get back to this. How's everybody feeling?
I don't know about you, but
Mm,
Just gonna roll die again. That's how I
technically,
inform
I'm holding
myself.
this one out. No,
So we still
it doesn't work. This is their outfit right now, but I need to make what's called for that.
we still are on world map. I think if we're supposed to be on a different one.
No, I'm just dragging people up. This is basically like, hey, this is before you reach back. You
Ah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
talk or like think about what just the events that happened.
Think about the crimes.
Crimes against humanity.
Yeah,
we did a little bit of arson. What's so wrong about that?
You also killed your employer.
And still, don't worry about that. One positive and one negative equals. So
Some rules of nature. We killed him, and we don't care.
deserved it. Let's be real.
He deserved it, but still.
there is no stuff.
Can we place down guys, or is this just purely theater of the mind, Red?
I think we're currently in theater of the
We're
mind.
in theater of the mind. I just
Yeah.
have people's tokens out if they want to roll.
I
Oh,
right
I
now.
just completely missed where their tokens were, and I was like looking at the forest.
Fair.
I was like so confused where people were rolling from. Okay,
They're still on. They have not left this continent. As a little thing.
well, actually, let me drop Horse's swing. He doesn't. This
Well, we
isn't
haven't
right.
done the main mission yet, also known as the Princess Quest.
Also known as yeah, just
Please talk to these 3. I have no idea why they want my land.
that's one
I'm
option.
fine giving it up, but still, make sure they don't kill each other.
The joke in my head right now is
Okay.
like Horace looks at Hildebrand to talk to him and is rebuffed by the wall of boxes.
Sorry, these boxes are soundproof.
Oh wait, for the meme, I have to update his token.
Also, is the giant spider coming with us?
The giant spider will be coming, but not immediately.
We just gotta call her name. So
Wait, wrong area for those.
Horace wants to look around and he wants to talk to someone, but he doesn't want it to be Cam, and he's kind of debating which person to talk to.
Cam is on auto mode. Their emotional juice has been spent.
Yeah, he wants to talk about something that he's like, I don't think Cam would give me the answer I want.
Cam would
I don't
sooner
think-
feed you than give you an answer. Or anything.
Yeah.
Also,
So I guess
I'm
Hugh
gonna-
goes asleep. So Horace is looking both at like Hildebrand and Vaughn to see if either of them look like they are in a talking mood, or Crystal also. But I'm assuming Crystal does not look like she's in a talking mood.
Crystal is like borderline passing out after like getting to a resting point, clutching this.
I think Cam is just gonna help Crystal out if lend a shoulder, basically.
This is the point in time where I would consider y'all basically taking a rest because you are all physically tired.
Yes.
There.
Because you did just go through Rebellion, or whatever that game's called, and just went
Yeah,
through
you got it.
fights.
I indeed got shot in the head.
I lost count of how much HP and we lost and regained during that whole thing.
Yeah.
Food is a miracle drug.
A lot of D6s.
A lot of me turning ones into sixes.
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn seems to be the most unaffected, but very much
Yeah, Hildebrand is thinking about things and seems probably a little confused.
Horace will kind of like try to get Vaughn away from Crystal and Cam to have a conversation with him.
Vaughn would oblige.
Hey, how you holding up?
Kind of tired, mostly from dealing with. Oof. We have definitely set up a lot of scientists upon the world. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I never really got the science stuff. Like metal and hammers make sense. All the electricity, I don't really know what they do with it.
Do you know of necromancers, magic people?
Nods, but like narrows eyes in derision.
Yeah, we just set a bunch of necromancers out of their tomb.
Ooh, that's not great.
Yeah, remember how they always want to have armies of undead to do their bidding?
Looks at you. Looks at you specifically.
Yeah, that, but scientists just do it with beakers instead of bones.
Thousand yard stare.
Mind you, they may not have a place to set up, but that will weed out probably the less creative ones. And the more creative scientists will start setting up their own labs in different places.
And a creative necromancer, at least, is the worst type of necromancer. Hopefully, probably same rules apply.
Correct.
Yeah, but like, I can't feel too bad about destroying that place. I'll be real.
Well, emotionally wise, it's both a good thing and a bad thing. I don't know if we saved particularly any other experiments that were there. Probably burned them to a crisp, but
I
Cool.
mean, at least 3
White
came
noise.
out.
Yeah, there was a lot of white noise there, Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 3 came out. So that's something.
Yep. But hopefully things will be dealt with in a much nicer manner. I'm just hoping that we aren't going to get immediately sent to what, detention? Do we have detention here?
Shrugs. I think that apparently they were doing crimes against nature enough that the school would care about it. So I think we're in the clear.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Yeah, Hildebrand has that. Okay. He hands that over, and we should be in the clear there, but. Oh,
The
I'm
opposite
holding
of
up.
tenure.
You?
I've been better. I'll be real. I when things got like tough for me, usually I can take pride in like, my presence helped more than it hurt. That's kind of always my thing. Like, do heal anyone who's injured. Everything else isn't really your fault, but not sure if I helped more than I hurt on this one, I'll be real.
I think this was a odd situation that none of us could really work through due to your healing hurting instead of healing, which is an odd. It's
He
just odd.
nods, but like, you probably don't even have to roll for this. You can tell like he doesn't really buy that on like an emotional level.
Yeah, Vaughn doesn't doubt it.
It's like I can't argue with the point, but like, man,
Hmm. Well, hopefully this will blow over a lot nicer than anything else we go through. Uh, what are your plans after, like, what, a couple days of rest?
start fine. Let me roll the die for him. Hmm. Probably gonna try to like volunteer more at the, or I guess work more for the nursing office. Just kind of get back to the roots of why I do things.
Hmm.
I I bury myself in work instead of thinking about my problems usually.
A much more common trait than you'd think.
No, that's something you're familiar with.
Yeah, well, I was entering the workforce back in my home, but well, world, I guess in this case. But and a lot of people tend to throw themselves into work to forget about certain problems, whether that be, oh, the in-laws are coming in and I'm going to have to cater to them, or uh, my car payments are coming up and I need to work overtime to make up that, and I don't want to think about it. Simple stuff like that.
Yeah, in-laws can be pretty tough. I did not understand the other thing you said at all, but
Oh, cars are moving vehicles that allow us to get from place to place at high speeds.
so it's like a wagon.
A faster wagon, though I don't know if your wagons can go 80 to 70 miles per hour.
I mean, if you attach a big enough thing to the other side of it, wagons can go as fast as the thing carrying it.
Why would you attach a rocket to a wagon? That sounds like a
I felt
disaster waiting to happen.
Come on, take a D6 of damage. I'm joking.
just imagining it.
You know, I'm gonna make a real quick roll of a joke because you're just gonna be healing. Yeah, nothing happens. You feel like that's
Take
such
this
a
as
stupid
burn.
idea, but your brain's like your brain's been made to be tougher shit. So you're like, nah.
Well, yeah, no, it's very common to throw yourself into work, especially with straining circumstances.
Yeah, so if you get look, you guys seem sensible, but also the sort that will probably get hurt at some point. So if you get hurt again, or need like a weapon of some sort, you can come to me. I'll probably be making too many of them as is.
Hmm. Could you actually take a look at something? He pulls out his own knife. This thing is. I brought it from my world, and it should really not be as sharp as it is. Should have
Uh,
broken, especially after fighting that dinosaur.
you take out the knife, and in a split second, it is in Horace's hands, and he is staring at it.
Like Vaughn hasn't even noticed until he
like
after his final piece he sees him with
yeah,
the knife.
it's like it hasn't been as sharp as usual. Looks down, it's in his hands. Red.
Yeah.
rolled a nat 20 on examining the knife.
Oh, guess what? I was waiting for something to do that. And you got the numbers to me to reveal the unbreakable knife. It's technically a gift. After Norse's nat 20, I'll explain the little effect of it. It's technically a gift. It does not have to be equipped for the unbreakable quality of it. But when equipped, you do, whenever you're using it as a, basically just flavoring your attacks with it, you can just toss it. Doing a single D4 of damage to a target nearby. Yeah.
Like, Horace was in a mopey mood, but as he examines this knife and, like, hits it against a rock, hits it inside, like, on his helmet, throws it at a rock, like, is experimenting with it, all of the life has seeped back into this man. Like, he is so excited.
Vaughn was not expecting this situation, but he is glad that Horace is much happier now.
This seems a little magical. And he will explain to you the effects.
Well, yeah, it's a knife. If you throw it at decently, it should embed itself into something, but I don't
Yeah,
know why
but
it's
this one won't miss or break.
Huh?
I don't think it can miss or break. Or is it that it does an extra D4, or that it's a D4 without rolling, Red?
A D4 without rolling.
Yeah, this one won't ever miss or break. That's some pretty powerful magic.
It shouldn't be. This was made in, well, it was more mass produced, actually.
He looks at you with horror.
Mind you, the tools of my home aren't powered by magic at all. We just use machines.
I think I would want to visit your world if this is what they give just anyone who asks.
Apparently some of the best $20 I spent. I guess in this world it'd be a single dueling point.
Oh God. Do you have any other weapons on you from your world?
No, mind you, I just sort of keep that around because it makes it look the look nice as you see his belt covered self and trench coat.
Yeah.
Also, it's a good thing in case I'm ever get mugged.
Yeah, I mean, if you want... Look, that thing's fascinating. I get it's probably like a part of your home, you don't want to part with it, but like, if you want to trade it out for a normal knife, I'll buy it off you.
I think I'm gonna need the indestructible part of it, especially with what we're gonna be dealing with.
Drugs, that's fair enough. Okay, I guess I'll just
but
have to make one myself. He looks like super determined.
hey, if you want to study it up and see what you can find, you can borrow it for now.
I think I think I've seen what I need from it right now, but I might take you up on that later.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know, as he now has a weird new appreciation for his knife. There is
Yeah.
still a divine item attached to his arm.
Horace pays that with no mind.
Neither does Vaughn.
That does remind me, Vaughn, you feel the cannon being actively jealous as you look at this knife and keep complimenting the knife.
He'll think to the arm cannon, and you shoot. Mind you, I am more attached to you than the knife. Literally.
Smug satisfaction.
A thought comes through unintentionally, but it still goes through. There we go.
Yeah, Hey Vaughn, enjoy. I don't think you're at Bond 1 with Horace, so you're at Bond 1 with Horace now.
Woo.
You showed him a magical knife that he nat 20'd on. He's overjoyed. Yeah, plus 2 to rolls to recover. It's a pretty nice thing to have.
And with proud to be an American, that is literally just I roll with my wounded dice.
Yeah.
Gopher. Also, I'll be posting it on knife.
That's all Horace wanted out of this. Horace is satisfied. Horace walks off determined.
I also realized I gave a slight upgrade to the knife. I realized I did not say that. I wasn't looking at what I wrote for it. But beware of spellingers. Boop.
For a second there, I thought that text was over Cam, and it's just like Cam knows all this and wants to.
Unbreakable knife, truly
Cam turns-
unbreakable. Even
Cameron
while in the clip,
explains.
this knife is truly unbreakable. A truly good knife. You gain a +1 to rolls to do well with this knife. When attacking with this knife, you can throw it after attack and do a D4 of damage. Upgrade condition, bring it to a blacksmith.
I look at Horace. I look at Horace.
I look at Horace. This was made for the blacksmith. You talk to blacksmith Gober. I'm gonna be frank here. I kind of planned that. At one point, I think it's so funny.
I think at that point, yeah. For it may be another another session later, but it's fine if he has the knife at its current state for right now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be next session.
Okay.
I have to
It is funny
I have
though.
to make V2 of the knife. I did not go that
Just
far.
an immediate level up. Okay.
Just bond with Horace through this knife.
Oh, that would be a funny way to get alternate bond up with Force.
Yeah.
At first I do it weird with Trixie, and that seems to work. And now with just talking to Horace, it just immediately bond up.
Listen,
Like,
man, we
you
all
showed
have our
him a cool
bond
weapon,
paths.
yeah.
I'm now sisters with Crystal.
Mm-hmm. It's the thing.
Hildebrand is a funny roommate and summoned with someone else. Hildebrand has not bonded regularly with people either.
Yep. Hildebrand has legitimately had the what's a normal bond?
I
God.
don't know, it seemed pretty normal to me.
Look, sometimes you're
God.
just given a gun by a roommate.
Yeah. Gun by a weird ass gun.
God, nervous. I had
What do
a
you mean this gun's
funny idea.
normal?
Oh wait, what's your idea, Clip?
I had a funny idea if Bond had the Fashion 4 gift equipped, and Horace hands back the knife. You suddenly say, "You now have the knife material."
No, that is the material you get out of this. He will be making a weapon for Vaughn. That is your material.
Shit. Shit. Nightwear? Night armor? Go burn?
Possibly.
I look at everybody on the Discord server who loves knights. I think it's like 3 people.
Knights are cool.
They are. Okay,
Cool.
let's go back into this.
Okay, moving on. Does anyone else want a scene with anybody, or do we want to cut to the academy?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
As y'all get brought to the Macamity.
I
Y'all
think
brought
it's so funny that Horace is just like knife nat 20.
Mhm.
Weapon, I need this.
Yeah, I'm giving Franker. I did slight upgrade because nat 20. Look at the
Yeah.
+1.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yep.
I had 3 options: a critical fail, a nat 20, and neutral. You didn't want the critical fail one.
This invincible knife cracks it in half. Whoops.
Oh no, every single now forever, whenever you're using this knife, whenever you're using it, you just deal point of damage to yourself. That cannot be reduced.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys get back to the Citadel, y'all walk through the gates. It's it's a place that you've been like, you've been here a couple of times. Everybody here but for Aramo, you kind of got a little used to it. The streets, you know, the places to walk to get to basically the school real quick. You guys are dragging yourselves. You guys, even though you had to took in a little bit of a rest, you guys still feel like, ugh. As you guys enter into the building, walking back into the grand school. Sorry.
This is out of character, but my brain's like, Cam goes, now I understand why Christopher Columbus Day is cancelled.
Give me 1 second.
I have a question for Cam while we wait.
Sure.
Cam, does this place feel like home to you?
Uh, let me see. These two have been consistently high. Let me see how it feels.
What? That's Aramo Stream
It-
right there.
So
I
that's
mean,
the thing. Iku. But that's the thing with Cam. They never really had a home before. So they're really wrestling with a lot of new like concepts that are just now being that they now have to consider after like they went with the flow at it during the conquistador boss fight where when Crystal called them her family. And they get the guy concept, but they don't know how to feel about it yet. It's a nice change of place to have a consistent place to return to, as opposed to a place that you can choose to return to. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, there's an expectancy to be at the academy, but Cam's
Mhm.
not. So.
Yeah. So it's a bit of an awkward feeling like they have to consider, is this a home? No? Am I is this really family? I don't know. I'm rolling with it.
You have no context, but it might be.
It might be.
That's fair.
As you'll re-enter into the cold, but not slightly cold because the temperature of the building's cold building. As y'all start to walk through the medical hallway, I'm making
The
sure.
completely normal medical hallway.
Yep.
This is where Horace will take his leave to immediately go to the nurse's
Oh
office.
no, you all are going to the nurse's office.
Oh, yeah,
What? No,
you
we have no wounds. I'm sure the nurse can let us go.
He also, this is
After
place where
missing
you can
checkup.
cough, 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 refill of HP bars, cough, cough, cough.
There's also the fact of you have been exposed to what?
Yeah.
You've been stabbed by how many mysterious substances?
Listen, I get you. No amount of food is gonna patch over real damage.
I was shot in the head.
Boop. Boop.
You
Sorry,
go-
your stats did what?
Boop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you rolled a plus what, Cam?
You rolled a plus 30? Boop.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
Don't make
Once I'm
me.
done.
And I'll do it fucking again.
I'll do it again.
Who's
Yeah.
working at the? I'm forgetting who works
Did
at
I
the.
input their tokens yet?
I don't think you did the teacher's dual spirits.
If not, I know what I'm putting there. Right.
Ecclesia is just like in the nurse's office also.
Damn it, I didn't put any of them in yet. Apologies.
You're good.
But with what you said, somebody's sitting at the chair now.
Yeah, yeah.
Iglesias now. You thought Iglesias was following you. Now she's sitting in the medical chair.
Who's supposed to carry Hugo now?
Don't worry, Hugo, I got you. Put you in the
Terrifying.
fire.
You know what? That sounds super funnier. As y'all basically get brought in, and y'all basically get what I would call an actual medical checkup. Let me put down Horace. I almost forgot to put down the NPCs because Brain Gilbert.
Yeah, you're good.
You know, think about it, we sure were exposed to poison and parasites.
Yeah, no, you need healing. Horse is also gonna just stand like very naturally behind like the healer's desk, even though he has been hurt repeatedly.
As Iglesias does a medical checkup on all of you, a little funny thing. Even she does not have a gift for it, but all of Miss however you say, I can't say their last name in my right now. All of them have technically
Training.
medical training, speech. Apologies. All of them have some form of medical training. Ecclesia just needs equipment. As all of you get checked up, all of you get some injections of that shit's not supposed to be in there. Let's get something that helps kill that. Because you guys did not get out of that place scot-free.
I imagine Hillebrand had to show the spot where Cam just stab a needle into his heart.
The moment I'm gonna make a real quick joke. The moment that the machine touches Hildebrand, it breaks.
So I took
Probably
my
ask how
spider
much
friend's
it's gonna
blood.
cost.
They use another thing happens whenever the machine oh wait a second, Crystal would be kindly sitting outside.
The crystal's coming. This is like an after mission requirement.
Yeah, it's a little thing of Crystal's not getting touched by needles. That is
Horus
her
will
little
heal
thing.
Crystal.
Magical healing Gober.
Yep.
But to everybody, please set yourselves at full HP.
And the answer to Aramel's question, or Hildebrand's question, this part doesn't cost money. If you had wounds, it would cost you a lot.
Yes. I will just be frank when it comes to wounds. There's two ways to do it. 20 DP. Wait, is it 20 or 10 DP? I think it's 10.
20.
20?
10.
Okay, 20
I thought it was
DP.
Oh, is it
10.
10? If you
Yeah.
say it's 10, I'll believe you.
I
I
think
for
it's.
some reason I thought it was 20.
I keep forgetting. It's 10
It's
DP
fine,
to
10.
heal wound, or 1 week of not getting hurt.
Keep in mind,
Yeah,
this is still our first
okay.
week.
This is
Do I get
not.
it for free?
No, this is considered like your second week now.
Okay,
Leading
I
towards your
wasn't
third.
sure.
This is close to your third week.
Travel time do be taking a fucking minute.
Oh yeah,
Every time you
travel
go on a
time.
mission, it takes a while to actually get. Like, the lab's not like a day's walk.
I forgot about travel time.
It's close, but not that close. They still need to get out of the ways of like town technical borders.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if
To
you
get
want,
Wallace.
alternatively, Cam and Horace have ways of healing wounds.
Yeah. So Horus will ask for a price of whatever you want, but still.
So after a little bit, y'all basically get the medical exam of like good to go. It's recommended that you guys go to your rooms and rest. Oh, wait, why am I saying this? I recommend that you guys go to your rooms and rest, but if you want, walk around doing some light talking with people. That's perfectly fine. But rest is recommended.
Also, in the checkup, does Hugo actually say like, "Oh, I was shot by a gun" to Ecclesia?
Man is
Or-
sleeping still.
Okay.
Oh no, the medical checkup was still done with him. Wait, does he still have like a mark or injury?
He had a wound. He had
He'll
a wound on
probably
his
have a
foot.
scar.
One side of
I was indeed
Ecclesia's brain,
wounded by
axe
that
go
gun.
burr. Other half of Ecclesia slap. Calm down.
He didn't mean it. Oh yeah, that was all my free will too.
Hold the
She
brand,
doesn't
you have
know
a feeling
that.
you can
She doesn't
run.
technically know that. She
Not
doesn't.
everybody knows that.
Wait a second. Does she know that? I don't remember. If she does.
I feel like while she tries to
Well,
remember,
like,
Hildebrand leaves.
like they all knew that he had like one turn of like he was actually normal to the brand.
Oh, white.
He was
White's
Zora
the
Hildebrand.
highest. White's the highest. Hildebrand, you're getting a bond down with Ecclesia.
Points at the fool.
I will be frank here. Ecclesia just after a second, just after seeing the sky, remembers if like looks back. Hammer gets summoned. I'm assuming you're out the door.
Yeah, already gone. I will be the fool's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll be real. If the fool rolled like a 5 or 6 on that roll to die, you would have gone to bond up with the fool as a like direct like counterbalance.
One
But no,
wrong makes a somewhat right.
Mhm.
You know, I'm glad I didn't go with my initial plan of wounding both Hildebrand and Hugo.
Just know if you came after me, I was going to start trying to at least hit you.
I know. That was
Emphasis
the
on try.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You could have re-rolled their dice until they nat one.
Yeah, exactly. That was kind of the game plan. Was what if I just kept messing with the dice rolls until it works?
Then
Don't
you
mind
would
the
have
fact
met
that I
with
would detonate later, but that's fine.
That's fine.
man.
Yeah.
Man,
But,
that would have caused me to level up my blue stat if you didn't.
but to everybody here, you all have been given good to go. Do you all go to like your rooms, or do you go to like areas that people usually gather? You guys are feeling the like after medical shit being in your body, and you're like, ah.
You know, I'm curious
Soreness.
about any dreams I'm gonna get tonight, so I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Okay, Cam's going to sleep.
What's
Vaughn
Hildebrand and Vaughn? Yeah.
and Hugo.
I assume Hugo's sleeping.
Yeah. How did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I think Hildebrand's probably gonna go to sleep as well.
Yeah, Vaughn is also going to head back to his room.
Okay. With this, we'll be starting with a funny lad called Hildebrand after realizing that negative bond 1.
God.
What did
Hildebrand.
that guy
Imagine-
do?
My first thought is you get a nightmare.
No. That's in a second. We have to start with the crystal one first. As we get back into the void.
Wow.
I love the void.
As you
I
get
love these
back
whites versus
down
red.
into the void, yes, you're sleeping. You can tell you're sleeping. You can see past. Oh, you start to sing what you can tell is crystals past. It's a thing that's been happening to you a bit since you've been here. I don't know if you had ever had this capability before because I don't know your technical order where you came from. Well,
That's never been a thing that they could do.
okay. You're seeing what seems to be a young girl basically be born into a science project and basically gets experimented on. That's the majority of what you're seeing, like through most of it. Then you see them slightly older. Now you see medical speech. Like medical on a medical table for a second. Seeing parts of their body get small explosives attached to them. And after that, that's all you see really quickly. Apologies for yours being like this. You have the weirdest thing when it comes to bond ups. In general.
In general.
As now, after that for a second, you seem to be like, okay, I'm about to wake up soon, I can tell that. And then a fucking hammer gets right next to your head as something swings
Knew
down.
it.
I will say, let me know right before Hildebrand wakes up, because I have one thing to add.
Mm-hmm. Hildebrand rolled to die. No, Hildebrand rolled to clash.
Well, you can get a swing. You can roll to die to get a swing, but Ecclesia is pure white.
Dodge the big ass big ass hammer.
Also, I realized something funny. Red, do you mind if I butt in a little bit?
What?
Because he also got a bond up with
With who? Was I forgetting with anybody?
Oh no.
Trixie, who just looks at this and whistles. Oh, you made her real mad.
Oh,
Oh no.
she doesn't pull out a hammer. She pulls out a gun. She pulls out a gun.
As you're fucking hit, as she ignites,
Brother.
I have been smote.
as you
So
fucking
this is what they
feel
call
as if
karma.
your body gets fucking dented. Take 7. You're gonna start with that in the morning. As the moment that you hit, the moment that she hits you, your brain hits of what seems to be a warscape. Blood covering the ground, mountains of corpses, and then you wake up. That's what happened to you. Sorry that you get very few words when it comes to you.
I find it so funny
Sorry
that,
that my
like,
spirit. Sorry that my bodyguard had to deck you real quick.
yeah, sorry for the interruption on that, but I realized, like, you have a Trixie bond up, and Trixie would want to see that.
Trixie watches me get hit with a hammer.
I think it's Vaughn time.
Yeah.
Vaughn,
Okay.
No hammers
you
included.
wake up. Not wake up. You're sleeping. You see what seems to be young Crystal in a fucking. You saw that dungy little like hospital bed. Those little curtains. That disgusting place. It did look when you see this, you can see much younger Crystal. It looks the exact same disgusting and gross. Yeah, you can actually think it might be even worse looking. As you just see them sitting there, holding what seems to be like a little plush, shaking. And you see what seems to be a man walking in, one falling behind it, and then following beside the woman seems to be a magical scientist. And they start to inject Crystal things until she starts to scream. As after that, we seem to cut to a different point in time. The first meeting of a big ass creature and Crystal. A short one is you see what seems to be number 70 malevolent sin as you see what seems to be an organ from it fucking ripped out and shoved into her. No medical thing, just shoved into her body. It seems to be that same man that was leading the walk. It seems to be that time ago. Magical scientist is writing something on a clipboard. Same thing with a woman nearby. And that's what you get for Crystal.
Could Vaughn, in that vision, try and see if he can see the equation that was done
Hmm.
on the board?
Oh,
No.
Okay, it's too blurry due to dream vision.
Too blurry, and they cannot give you something that they themselves do not know much.
Okay.
that is a good thought, though.
Very good thought. If it would have been if it would have been if it would have been a
Aside-
different situation, I could have told you stuff.
Yeah, I guess that no one really told Crystal what they were doing to her.
Mm-hmm.
Very fair.
And now, I think there's one other bond up.
Do you want to count the horses? I'm not sure if we do because he literally just got it.
Well, this happens whenever they sleep and they get a bond.
Okay. For
Also,
horses,
make sure we don't forget also.
yeah, that's so fair. And let's do it while there's only two instead of a laundry list of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure there's no one else. Yeah. For horses, you find yourself surrounded by graves. There's only really 5 around that he cares about. You get a sense of a deep, seething rage inside, and a desperate clinging to the idea of comfort that they're trying to convince himself that they're in a better place, knowing that they're in a better place, just not knowing if that's enough. As he slowly puts a glowing white rose on each of their graves.
Vaughn is 3 for 3 for the his
Sad
brains
ones.
are alone, and they need somebody to take care of them. First, it was Cam,
Yeah.
who was by themselves in a forest, not sure whether they'll find something to eat. Then it was Crystal and her being surrounded by very unhelpful individuals, and now Horace surrounded by a bunch of graves. Vaughn's getting a theme here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You realize the theming of this game. Everybody's fucking sad.
Hey Vaughn, roll to die as you realize themes.
Please do.
Because hey Vaughn, do you want to lock into something that'll get you a +2?
Oh, whoops. It will go into Thrill Seeker.
Interesting. Okay. Let me rethink how to phrase this bit of lore.
It
In
would be
Thrill
easier if I
Seeker.
chose Calm. would
If
be-
Come Like the Dead will also put. The thing is, you want to push a 15, so that's the only reason I'm like
Yeah.
Thrill Seeker makes sense.
Without adding a thing of inspiration.
You can also Ignite Weapon if you choose to.
Wouldn't that permanently
That would
well, not
lock it
permanent.
out.
It's up to you.
That's up to you.
It's not a big deal. I just have to rephrase things a little bit on the red. That's not a problem. I just have to.
I'll keep red then.
Okay. Yeah. As someone that you haven't actually seen for a little bit appears beside you in this place, I kind of take people who are slipped through the cracks, lost to this world. It's hard to really. Those are connected have a stronger tie to where they're from.
And those not connected as much are easily
Slip
swept
through the
away.
crack.
Huh. Are they always alone?
Oh, actually,
look-
okay, you're continuing the conversation.
Are they-
No, not always though. That's a lot of them are. They always have something making them not belong. Whether that's loneliness, just being completely different from everyone else in your world. Something. At least from the way I do it. Does that describe you, Vaughn?
His sense of death is very odd in his world. Well, in our world's
Yeah.
view of things. He doesn't view it as an end, but he doesn't view heaven as the ultimate place to go. He views death as a new beginning. There's something over the line, and it's weird how he's found it. He doesn't know why he's been able to find this version of death in a whole new world. And yet it brings him friends, it brings him power he barely can comprehend. And he wants to put a lot more effort into making sure everybody else is happy. And with patient number 1 standing right next to him, I'm going to try my best here.
She nods. And at that, I think you wake up.
And you wake up. And another one. Sorry that we're leaving Cam to last, but Cam's gonna be a slightly funny one. It's gonna be also very quick, slightly. Apologies. Don't worry why she's here.
In the evening, in the dream, she has to protect me.
It's a little funny thing with Glacia. I will always say this. She is a guard dog. All times.
Just imagine she's just accidentally she's coming back from a door. Oh, she's just hiding the axe behind her back. It's like doo 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 doo.
The moment that you also see Crystal's face, you see it. You see the weirdest point of view. The day is not whenever that's happening. She's just sitting there, holding a stuffed animal, talking to it. The slight bits of enjoyment, the only thing that she was able to even get from a scientist that once worked there, but was kicked off. The only form of comfort. It's old, ragged. That's the first little scene that you get, and then Ecclesia goes off. You know what happened there. As the second bit, another day happens. You see her, a large being, hold out a hand as she takes it as she is let off from the lab. An imposing figure, gray and horrifyingly powerful. Weird that they lifted out a hand for such a small, pathetic creature. And that's what you get.
Yippee! Is it because I'm small?
No, you get because you have the weirdest point of fucking view. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Listen, your POV is from the ground.
Your POV is from your fucking monster creation. Cam.
Yeah.
Bam. I'm
Damn.
dragging assets on for this one.
Yeah, I had a feeling. This sure is my Bond 3 dream.
she's in this one, right? The reason why there's both right now, don't worry why there's both. They're technically glitching through outfits. And
Gotcha.
another person. They're all as you're now in a way, as now you gain consciousness in with a large table, as you're all having tea. We're cutting from there.
I see.
Hey, whenever we have more energy, we can have a conversation with with a funny person and another funny
Gotcha.
person.
Gotcha. This is on the bookmark for now.
This is on bookmark. I'm too tired for this scene.
Fair.
I'll remember if I play the funny person, one of them.
You play.
I do.
You play this funny one
Okay. Noted.
because you. The only reason why I have Giant Spider here, if I was playing her, I wouldn't have Giant Spider here.
Yeah, it's true. Did they not give 3 versions of yourself to speak to yourself constantly?
Yeah. Also, the reason why technically both outfits are here, I'm factor of. Once more connected to number, Gopher, and Brent. And that's
Fair.
my normal dream sequences for today. If anybody has any other bond ups, please tell me.
Yeah, I think you forgot our bond up with the magical scientist field.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me pull something out. Hey, magical scientist.
Yeah, are we doing
this? What your last bits of consciousness was like before
Uh,
everything fully went block?
Sure. Let me get his old character feed. That's
What were
Thankfully
your
I haven't.
last thoughts before we sent you to hell?
Yeah. Let's unwound his dice, and let's see if I can be.
Shadow Realm.
Yeah, heal all his dice. Heal all of them.
Yeah. No, I need to know what he was thinking. Okay. They're fools. They're fools. They're fools. I do so much they don't even know. Without me, they're doomed.
Hmm. As they're sitting there thinking that, wait a second, they're not.
Oh wait, do you want them for?
They had a whole other thing. I'm trying to find a character that I forgot to grab an image of. Where is their small version? I'm sorry, I'm
Where are
looking
their
for an
tiny
image.
versions? You're fine.
I can go through while you're looking for it, what their stats mean in this instance, because they're blue and they're red. Matt has so many meanings and inspired creators. That just and use every tool is the lowest, which means they're very happy, not very happy, but they take vindictive joy in something not being able to be used anymore.
Such as his own body.
Such as his
Yeah.
own body, but that's not what he has in mind.
I want to say my brain is like, this is Crystal's dream because she killed him, and low-key Cam has been having dreams of the people who she killed so far.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hmm.
I need to dream more. Oh, actually, that's why I'm dreaming. I want to see the person I killed. Like, still wondering about that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
God, I get to
Okay,
foreshadow something.
I don't have the image that I would want for them, but I will grab the bigger variant, even though this is supposed to be the younger variant of this character.
Don't worry, we can look it up.
As something grand and powerful, but tiny. Do not
I
look
have
into
so
the
many.
character things yet, NPC things yet, Nervous.
I have so many jokes in my head of what this could be.
Me and Kariba level 7.
I was thinking Karibo, like honest. That was my
Great monarchs.
old man McGucket.
And you hear a voice just say, "You have been judged." A younger but ginormous being.
Ah,
You have been
Ah,
judged. Consumed. As one of the creatures opens up their mouth and bites off its head, killing the
you'll
spirit.
regret this.
Hmm.
They'll all regret it.
You have
There is
failed the test. Restart, as another magical scientist is recreated and sent off.
oh boy, off to do good in this world.
yeah. Was
Brother
this someone's
respawns.
dream?
Huh?
Was this someone's dream, or is this just a scene that we get as the audience?
This is the scene that This is the scene that people get for the audience.
Okay.
Also,
You better not be
this is
sending
supposed
Starry
to-
Night
right
over
now,
the stars.
I will say this one little funny thing. This is supposed to be the smaller variant. There is a smaller variant.
Yeah, either way, it's still scary.
It's still terrifying.
Terrifying.
As the last
And,
person, the truly last person here is because now I have to point gun at Cam. Hey Cam.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. Yeah.
Yeah, apologies that we're doing this. It's a good time to. What the fuck does Crystal get?
Okay. Let me roll cam right now. Let me drop and roll them. Because that's
well,
how to
first of all,
determine what people get.
yeah. Does Crystal get
Drop
something?
and
Because
roll.
like, Crystal. I don't know if Crystal has this element of being summoned. I don't know how Crystal was summoned.
It's a general sense that that's a decent amount of people have in this world.
Okay.
Oh boy, this makes sense. You get
The
red.
reason, the one little thing of like why why the players get soft is because how, what's it called? My brain. How some of them makes them more easily get these things, other
Yeah.
than most people.
Most people, it's like once every couple of like months, if years.
Or depending on how much of an impact somebody did in their life, it's not super quick in general for some
Yeah.
bond ones.
Also, I find it very appropriate that the red decided to become a 6 now both times.
Yeah. Take it away, Tip.
Okay, so the dream starts very similar to how the Bond one I did before was going, where it looked like it was gonna start in the forest, but then it fast forward like someone hitting the button on a BCR as you skip past what feels like days upon days of of trekking it by yourself and trying to figure out what's edible or not. You slowly come to a stop as time moves more normally, more quote unquote normally for a dream, as you only had the vague sense of as you have the vague sense of loneliness. You it's something difficult to describe if had you not known the concept yourself, but that is something you feel from this dream perspective of who you assume is a is a feral child as long as you look at them crawl across the ground with long sharp nails, blood and dirt scatter across their arms. You see them you see them you see them live their day to day uh of chasing animals, chasing smells, chasing anything that could be more edible than disgusting. And and throughout it all, lots and lots more blood tend to gather around those arms. As one feast after another come, gnawing, chewing, whatever whatever this child happened to manage to overpowered. And none of that ever filled more than just none of that ever none of that filled anything beyond just their stomach. There's still just a pain in their heart they couldn't describe nor understand at the time. As the days continue onward and this child just grew stronger to compensate for this unfair situation they were tossed in. not even able to perceive the flow of time at the moment. It's sort of just become a blur at this point. A red, misty blur.
Crystal just looks at this and just sees the the feral child and
Oh,
just seems to like step with it. Even though they can't do anything, they just step with they step with the feral child. Boop. So, sorry, should we stop this or should we keep going with these because we have one for Travis slash we have one for Aqua.
I mean, if you feel like now's a good spot to end it, I don't mind. I just got here. Sorry.
No,
Hi, Travis.
I'm asking about the
Jump
what's it
scare,
called thing.
jeez.
Nervous.
For the Bond of Dreams or the session.
The bond up dreams.
Uh,
Does anyone bond
Travis,
up
do you-
with Vaughn?
I don't think anyone
I
knew.
I
has,
have
except for
once,
Yeah.
but that was
yeah,
a
only
long
you
while
had
ago.
one. Yeah, and I believe you already had a dream too.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay.
It's up to Travis. Do you want a Crystal dream?
You want
Do
Crystal
you want
now?
some narration about Crystal?
Sure. Fuck it.
Okay. You get
Okay, we go.
you also get a little funny one about Crystal.
Ow. Okay.
Also, do you want someone to screen share?
Yes, please. That would be very, very much appreciated right now.
Somebody
Yeah,
that
I'm
isn't
not-
me, please.
Yeah,
I do
also
not have the energy to turn on my laptop right now.
Thank you.
So, Aqua,
Yo,
you seem while you're sleeping, you seem to get one of those dreams again. As you see Crystal. This time, small, young. Fucking with what seems to be a little like block. For such a young person, dare I say child, being put into medical stuff, getting out of medical stuff, getting put back into medical stuff, and having very few seconds to you not being under the scalpel is very bold, very lonely, cold, it's sometimes even worse than just getting fucked with. At least that has some form of contact. They're just sitting there, alone and cold. And then, yeah, after a second, your brain blurs, goes on to another point. As you see what seems to be like a... This seems to be a little weird. You seem to be walking in a... You seem to be in a weird city covered in marble. You seem to see Crystal tapping along. Still younger than how you see Crystal. Yours seems to be a foot shorter. As you see creatures walking nearby, demonic creatures, as you look at them, you feel fear for a second of like, oh, shit. You sense the sense of death looking at them. But you just see Crystal walk. That's what you get.
can I move in the dream or is it just the vision?
This one you cannot.
Okay.
Some of them you can, but this one you cannot. It is very flat and very movement. Very, not movement, very telling.
Fair enough.
And that's your dream, Crystal. I hope
Neato.
everybody here liked their variants of it.
I think it was neat.
I'm looking forward to that table for the tea party next time.
Also,
Yeah,
here's
the
the
thing is,
image. Here's the correct image of what was supposed to be shown at the time. It's an art variant,
small.
but it's
Small.
More.
this is the smaller version of Underworld Goddess, basically.
Also, I will say, because it doesn't have to be with other people, whenever me, you, and Red happen to be free, we can just initiate that.
Hmm. I'll probably record it. That's the only other thing.
Yeah,
Initiate what?
Initiate the
the
TR.
table conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine doing that whenever all of us are free.
Mhm. But that's all of you basically getting hit by Dream. That's the first person wakes up. It's the first person that we dealt with. Boop. We all know who's here.
A black screen.
Boop.
My worst nightmare.
Oh wait, does it not have vision?
Well, I'm giving them vision now.
Oh, okay, I was about to.
Boop.
Oh,
Hildebrand.
Oh,
You wake up.
So this is,
Feels like I got
I
hit in the
think,
head with a hammer.
You feel that hammer dent, and you're like, fuck.
I can't control her, sorry.
As you also just seem to see Chadwick right there. First, and also you seem to see somebody like walking around. Wait, they're too small.
they're not that small.
They're
They're little
quarry
tiny.
sized. I'm sorry. You see this walk around?
Oh.
What is this creature doing? Nervous.
Let me double check something. I don't think Hildebrand will know what it's doing unless he's examining it further.
Study it, Hildebrand.
I'm gonna roll to die whether
Mechanic.
Hildebrand decides to figure out what this thing is
Hildebrand's
doing.
curious about the creature.
A creature.
Okay, yeah. Hildebrand's going to be.
Yeah,
looking at
roll
it.
to do. Roll to do about the creature. For creature look.
Creature look.
And I will roll
Oh wait.
that and add. Well, I guess it'll be roll to do. Oh, okay, it's
A
being
creature gained
completely obvious.
experience.
Wait, question. Does the creature want something extra bad to happen to gain XP? I'm joking.
The creature dual spirits don't gain XP. If you want Chadwick to gain XP, I can give Chadwick XP by this thing beefing it.
Yeah, well let's give Chadwick XP for that.
Okay, I know exactly what it's doing
Oh,
then.
I forgot to say we're doing a slight update to not 1 XP. If you choose to fully beef it, like that should happen whenever it comes to not ones, you take the XP. If not, it just acts like a normal fail.
That's fair enough.
Because
Yeah.
I realize how strong just getting XP go burn.
Oh yeah, we roll on one that one's last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This creature, very like it tries to be very silent, and despite the like glurping noise it makes sometimes, its footfalls are dead silent as it goes for the water bottle in the corner and butterfingers it and spills it all over Chadwick, waking them up.
Abyss.
It looks like it was doing its best to sneak, and it failed miserably.
Abyss, why you could have told me or like woke me up. As they sit up. Ah, wrong one.
Glurp. This thing can talk.
Hey, puts a hand on like midsection because he's not that tall. Hey, grabs other water bottle. Please. Why didn't you bring one? Why didn't you grab it this morning? Last night?
For a second, you know he's about to put up a finger and be like, "It is this morning," but then you correct yourself and he can't. Sorry. That was
Hey. Pat, go relax, dude.
think he takes the water bottle and Butterfingers again.
Fucking tries catching it. I'm gonna give him roll do. Wild.
That one, that one.
He catches
Damn.
it. No, they catch
You're
it.
expecting this.
They catch it. Apologies. I keep forgetting for Chadwick.
Yeah.
When Chadwick is your when Chadwick you throw him in throw them in each game, and them being different gender affiliated for each one. I think
It gets complicated.
Yeah.
They're all the gender.
Legitimately, Bakugan, Chadwick's gonna be there, and Chadwick's gonna be him in that one.
Chadwick is gender.
Yes, he is my gender character.
God, I'm right now just staring at Abyss and just like they have such a derpy face. I love it.
It works so well, Chadwick. They're both derp in the inside. Hey, Aramel, you just saw that. Hildebrand, sorry, I keep calling you Aramel.
Yeah.
I should be calling you Hildebrand here.
I think Hildebrand's going to like sit up at that. Like after that has resolved.
Slimy body hides behind Chadwick. Is dwarfed by Chadwick.
Chadwick fucking freezes.
They stare at you like deers in headlights.
Hildebrand stares back, just kind of like, "Morning."
It's also, I will now say a little thing of Chadwick's blue stat. Because I think it's funny. Chadwick's blue stat, Wallflower.
I see.
This here. Do you mind if I do a joke?
Go ahead.
This happens for several hours.
They do not move
That's a joke.
until you do.
Yeah.
It probably goes on for at least a couple minutes before Hildebrand decides to get up and head out of the room.
Yeah.
Gonna
And we'll
roll.
probably say, "Have a nice day" on the way out.
I want to say something.
Wait. Hildebrand, make one more roll to do on the way out.
Oh.
Also, let me add this. That's high, but it's not high enough. You leave, and the creature, ever so slowly and without you realizing it, is following you.
I also want to say something, a little visual thing with Chadwick. Chadwick did not look like they were breathing while staring at you.
This thing is on all fours and shimmying on the ground, and you do not notice it.
You also see something's also on it.
Yes.
Oh wait, they're dropping swing for this one. I want to see if they would actually do that.
I
It's for
believe
the
in them.
meme.
Come on, let's red together.
No, red is their bad stat right now.
That's true. It's also usually this thing's bad stat, which is why when it rolls a 1 on it, that means it's doing this.
Yeah. This thing deserves the blue stat, but no, it has the red stat. I'm just gonna be frank. Red stat, die! Exclamation point.
That's what this thing took inspiration from.
I see.
Why this thing's in the bracken?
And now we move over to the next person.
God.
I think we know who's next. We're going in reverse order. Bam, different bedroom. Different loss of sight.
Oh, the eyes!
I never knew Vaughn was always blind.
Come on.
Hmm.
You're in here.
We'll also place down
The futon and who else is no wait and Babe. Branch get thrown bed.
well,
Oh wait.
let's see.
Poor
Question.
Zeal.
Yeah, poor Zeal. Question. Would Banshee be here? I ask you, Red.
Banshee. Would Banshee I don't think what's it? I don't think Zombie has another bed in their room. Or on the factor of everything keeps getting destroyed.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So she's probably resting in here, but she could just warp over to to zombie thing.
Zombie. Yeah, I mean they have two bodies, but like, man, are they?
Yeah.
They're not doing hot.
Yeah. Also,
Well, that's going on.
As a little thing to you, you did not see them whenever you were getting in here to sleep.
Ah, so they more just showed up either a bit later or just as soon as I went to bed.
I will be frank, right? Like an hour after you fall asleep, they hit the bed because they can hit the bed now. It's sad. They hate it and slash love it at the same time now.
Yeah.
Vaughn wakes up and his first thought of the process is, I need to do more. I mean, make sure everybody's happy and not to be alone. As he thinks about his home, his dead mom, and his probably either destroyed or hopefully recovering dad that he just left all alone with like no note or anything. So Vaughn's just sitting up in bed, sort of realizing, shit, and I was gonna see him later that day. Fuck. He shuffles out of bed, trying to be careful not to step on Sam Bell. And he grabs a pen and paper and starts writing a letter.
Vaughn. Well, drop your swing.
Oh, yeah.
This
Yeah,
is not
this is not Thrill Seeker.
Roll to die. Makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Lock that in. Just give me a roll, Dale, on your writing.
He tries to get his he is unfortunately lying to his dad about where he is, but he tries to make it seem like that he's fine. He's not dead or anything. He just moved out of state for a bit.
So before you roll to do, I'm manifesting if you get in that 20, something special will happen. But
Or you get a very high number, either or.
Yep. Oh, good God.
Manifesting.
Push. I recommend
I
you
know what I
push.
think this will do. I'm
Okay,
curious what
okay.
I'm curious what Red has in mind.
30, 30,
Push.
30.
All right. Do I ignite it or?
Ignite.
Well, first roll the d6 and then ignite. Yeah, well, I guess it doesn't
Roll
matter the
D6.
order.
Roll D6.
Ah. Ah.
Jesus
As
Christ.
you fucking wish. Okay, Nervous, do what you do first.
Are you sure? Because my idea might ruin your idea.
Text it to me. Text me your idea real quick.
Yeah. Oh, while that's going on, I'll describe how Vaughn.
Yeah, what
writes.
does the letter say? Yeah.
Yeah, what does the letter say?
Dear Dad, I'm currently on a, college export to somewhere in Washington, D.C. I know Mom just left us, and I'm sorry to leave you like this, but I am doing fine, and I even got my own fashion, not business yet, but I was able to get set up with the crew, and we're now setting up in Washington. It's gonna be a bit. I don't know when we're gonna get off the ground, but hopefully it should be soon. Please lay off the drinking for at least a while. I know it's gonna be hard alone and without Mom, but you need to slow down. At least for me. Uh, I don't know when I'll be able to write to you again, but it should be after a couple of months. Hope to see you soon. Love, Vaughn. As he writes down his address at the top, at the middle, or where his actually, yeah, he writes down his address at the top left of the letter, where he was living at the time, and then his dad's address, or where his parents were living.
Red, I did DM you
Yes.
my
That doesn't break anything because something's funny. Something else is gonna happen with that.
So do you want me to do that, or do you want?
Start that.
Okay, as Vaughn, you look up from looking at this letter, and Sambel is looking at you, her hand outstretched, like waiting.
Thank you. I was actually going to ask you about this, but thank you so much.
And she will take it wordlessly.
As you take it, Sambo. Sambo, the emotions within that letter pulsate so fucking hard that it forces something out of you. We'll be cutting to this point right now. Hey, Vaughn. Because beating a fucking 30, you're gonna have one last conversation with your father.
She
Oh,
also grabs your
boy.
hand. And let me just quickly, before I forget, this is gonna do this.
Also, Sambo.
This is gonna hurt.
Hey, Sambo.
Yep.
You're getting something also from this.
Yep, Sambel's leveling up.
Sambo. Welcome to the wife of a fucking Grey Dice.
Sambo, you can teleport to the quarry now.
It's true. Okay.
Hey, you beat a fucking 30. Also, another person's gonna fucking slurp themselves somehow there.
Yeah.
Just like, whoa, there's a lot of emotion going on over there. I ain't missing out.
I will be frank here. They were sleeping. They got slurped up because they're tied to you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Initial thought for what this dice is going to be called is with change or rebirth.
Yeah. Hey, emotions go burr.
Emotions go burr. I'm glad we have two scenes that we're worrying about later. Okay.
Don't worry. I will look at you. I'm sorry.
No, this is a good
Listen,
thing.
listen. This is Bond closing the gap with Cam.
Let's make it 3.
I'm also so glad that I specified beforehand. That's so funny.
I want to say this. What you typed to me. I will be frank here. I was like, all of that makes sense, but for the last bit, that shit's getting very increased.
Yeah.
Because I will be frank here, Vaughn basically pulled that.
This is true.
Without him realizing it, he was the one who basically pushed open the gate. Sandbell just had to pull a little magic into it.
Sandbell is directing the just sheer amount of power that Vaughn has right now.
Yep, as we would be cutting to another scene. Apologies that these have been just like this. Yes, this is called Basic Rich Room. The one reason why it's called that is because there's like one other person with this room.
Okay, I'm glad it said rich and all the other words. I thought it
Yeah,
was-
I also heard the other one.
Yeah.
Heather hair tossed. Heather hair tossed for so
Wait,
many reasons.
Wait a second. What was the other word that you guys were thinking I was saying?
Replace the R with a B.
With the B
Oh,
from bed, yeah.
Oh, the bitch.
Heather hair tossed for so many reasons.
Yeah. Well, I literally saw that first too.
Hey, wake up.
Yeah, definitely messy hair.
You wake up.
Mood.
You wake up and wait a second. Wait a second. Why am I putting this pog down? 1 second, please.
I guess Hugo died. Well, it was great
Why
playing with
playing
you
this
guys.
bad
I
dog?
can't
Hugo
believe he's
died in
dead.
his
I
sleep.
can't believe he's fucking dead.
Next mission, Vaughn goes to the underworld to save Hugo.
He gets.
You see the bullet.
He
You
gets.
see the bullet had an end
he goes
lag,
to
so
see
it
his
was taking
father.
time to take the damage in.
He goes to see his father, and then he goes to the underworld. Wait,
maybe
where's
this gun
level?
is weird.
Question. Where's level 3?
I can send you it again.
Please. I can't find level 3. I can only find level 5.
Well. I'll send you
Sorry,
both of them.
I lost level 3, and I was like, wait a second, let me recheck DMs. I'm like, fuck.
You're fine. You're fine.
Thank you.
And
Do
shit.
do 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 do.
Yeah. Even though this is the token base, I'm gonna grab the token base first. Boop. Sorry that this is taking a second. I realized, wait a second, it's not gonna change until the day after.
Yeah.
If I would have been smart with that, I would have what's called a token. Opted out
It's
token.
fine.
You're good.
Um, I assume after the other two brief waking up scenes, we're probably gonna
Oh yeah.
end it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't have any more energy for like another those scenes.
Do you want to end it right after this, or do you want to like briefly go to like Cam and Aqua?
Cam and Aqua, to be fair.
I mean, they share a room, which is convenient.
It's convenient.
We share our roommates.
They were roommates.
They're
One of them.
roommates.
One of them's gonna
Scandalous.
get kicked.
What would 4Kids think?
What would Core 4 think? What would they think?
4Kids doesn't need to think anything.
You're right, but still, what would 4Kids think?
They think, damn, they're really good friends.
We made the joke.
Yeah.
We made the
No, I
joke.
know.
We see this. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh.
Hugo's
was freaking
invisible
out.
now.
Hugo, what happened?
This is Hugo's new power.
Your skin is so pale.
So is it? It's. Oh wait, your colors are not changed yet.
Oh, okay,
Oh, wow.
just drop
As
it.
we
Gigantic
see-
Hugo.
Smaller.
Oh, he shrunk.
No, the bully had the bully was actually a
As y'all see, that's Hugo. They're sitting there, laying back. You just woke up. You're feeling a lot better. You're feeling better, stronger, faster, even.
And I feel much different. I feel like I changed. Maybe appearance-wise, anyway.
As Where the fuck is it? Oh no, why do you do this to me? As something takes the form, as you touch the horns upon your head. Hey, welcome up. Wake up, level 3.
Okay, here's the thing I was thinking about. So he would try to get out of bed, and as he tried to, his down. As he weight on his back. As he looks behind, he has a tail. And, like a metal one, a silver one, kind of. It's not like a pointy kind of one, more like a kind of like a hammer kind of thing. As well, she's like, what the fuck? And like looking at as its reflection, the whole that stop cutting me out, Discord, please. As he sees the horns, he touches them, make sure they're real, and then sees the scales on his face, like, oh. And then seeing soon enough that as he sees putting it down his hand, he sees claws, silver ones too, and he's like, whoa. I have so many questions.
And we cut from there.
Yeah.
My foundry froze for a second. Fuck. Okay, it's back. Hey,
He Dragon Boy now.
hey, he Dragon Boy now. Apologies,
That's so cool.
I really wanted to do that, but now it's time for the last of the Forbidden Dark Rooms.
The back rooms.
Oh, this one isn't dark.
Oh, look at that. The faceless magician was so nice to put Aqua back in her bed.
I will say, my headcanon of what happened is after the spider fight, Aqua flat out was like, I'm done with this, and just left.
Probably.
It still feels like Canada. The magician was like, I'm gonna take you now, mine.
You also, if you don't want to be canon, we can also go with the faceless magician just being like, no, I like this one. I'm taking her with me.
Because the first time they did take it, just
You know what? Sure, I'll make that canon. They just took her.
Yeah, you woke up back at the academy.
She kind of holds her head and rubs it, thinking about that. Just not only remembering the dream, but remember that fucking wizard. And is just kind of unsure what to do or think. Hello?
Yeah, you're,
Okay, you
here.
guys decided me. I just wanted to be sure.
No, we were just.
She's then gonna get up a little bit and just stretch and use her ability to summon Trixie.
Okay, yeah, you could just do that. This is true. Let me grab a Trixie for you.
Oh wait, also, you wake up something with your hand. You wake up with something in your hands, Aqua.
And that is?
Oh, a crystal. One of the pieces have been found.
What color is the crystal?
Nervous, what color's the crystal?
Oh, you found a Trixie crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, you got one of the shards.
Because the factor of you, they did what what Trixie wanted.
Yeah, that's fair. This one is probably black.
Okay.
God, I thought you meant like a little plush doll of crystal, not an
No,
actual gem.
yeah, I was like, weird thing about this. This doesn't exist in the physical space, so like no one else can see it, but you and Trixie can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Trixie just kind of. Let's see. Trixie has a few options of her immediate reaction. That didn't help me.
You know the right answer. It's always the lowest one.
No, nah. Trixie immediately. She will do both of the highest ones. She immediately gives you like a little nuggie.
Hey, what's that for?
That's for getting hurt, and also for doing a really good job. And yeah,
Well,
both.
next time, instead of a noogie, Maybe a hug would suffice. She huffs.
I mean, I could do both. I'm good at multitasking. He gives you like a little bit of like a one-armed hug while still noogieing you.
He will begrudgingly accept and wrap an arm around
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I just wanted to contact you to make sure that you knew I was alive, because I don't know how word travels around here.
Aw. Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. Crystal was going through it. I think you saw some of that.
Bits and pieces, although I'll admit it, my memory is a little hazy from everything. It was
Yeah.
very rough, and I wasn't having the best time there. Aqua being the only non-combatant in a non-dueling area
In a non-dueling area.
without her dual spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'll do for you. You can ask me one thing and I'll do it for you. Like right now. That
She
feels fair.
blinked a couple times. How about this? I get to hold on to that as a little favor.
Eyes narrows. You're a hard negotiator.
I'm a hard negotiator, but you know I'm good for it. You know I'm not going to make you do anything too bad. I mean, I definitely wouldn't ask you to go delving into a dungeon. She kind of
Smiles.
teases.
Yeah. Okay. Here, hold
She will
your
give her a peck on the cheek.
Wait. Yeah, immediate like blush explosion.
Take 3 damage.
Immediate. He's about to respond. Error, error, error.
She gives her a head pat.
Hey,
You're going to get used to it one day.
I'm getting used to it now. Morning too.
Good morning. God, if you
You
weren't so
were
tall, I'm
awake
gonna
the
do that to you. Ugh.
You were awake the entire time.
Yeah, you were just watching that.
Yeah,
Sounds like something Cam would do.
Yeah.
I'll be real. Cam was looking at you too, thinking about drinking tea.
Yeah.
Good morning, Cam.
Yeah, morning, Aqua. Glad you're out of the lab
morning.
safe and sound.
Yeah, although let's try not to force me on the more combative missions.
Sure. And I guess the next mission is on you. I mean, we did most. This mission was mostly what I wanted to do for Crystal and stuff.
I just mean, like, I'm no good at missions like those, as you just saw. I kind of just existed throughout most of it.
I mean, you did a pretty good job, I think.
And I didn't do shit. I kind of got my ass beat most of the time. I made sure Crystal was alive, but that's about it.
I mean, that's all you needed to do, really. Plus, like, I mean, Trixie in her mind. God, I have to constantly wrestle with myself. Like, Trixie has less of a filter than I do. I mean, you stood there and looked pretty, so like that's a plenty of work.
She just kind of squints at her.
If you weren't so
Doesn't say
tall, I
anything
would
in
go to.
response, though.
If you weren't so tall, I would try to like dive into also like peck you on the cheek, but you are, so like imagine it in your head, and it's great.
She will lean down.
Remember, you guys are on
Mwah.
the bed.
Oh,
Still,
true, we are
she's
on the
so
bed.
short. She still says that.
She will just lean more closer to her then.
She kisses you on the cheek.
There you go. That's all I have. Just had to ask, sweetie.
I'm just gonna roll something because I got double check of something.
Cam having reactions in the background.
Okay, that's a high enough number for this. Are you two dating now?
Yeah, I think so. Like I'm down
Yeah.
for it.
I mean, I was gonna ask you officially when we were going to that area, but then I got dragged
Wait.
along into your mission.
God. Okay. Okay. So we are dating, but I am
Mhm.
gonna like officially ask you later, like in a romantic gesture.
He chuckles a little bit.
Gremlin crawls on the bed to like to sit like opposite you.
Whatever you
I,
say, sweetie.
I mean, isn't that how people start dating anyway? At least that's what the TV always said.
Yeah, it has
I
to be
wouldn't.
like super dramatic.
I
I
wouldn't
need to
know. I've
find like a
never
clip.
tried anything like this before. People back home weren't exactly the most open to relationships like this, unfortunately.
Head tilt.
Girl with girl.
Oh, that's weird.
Really? That's weird.
I was often bullied for it, actually. That's why I didn't make any friends.
This is not highest, but it doesn't matter. Trixie disappears from me for a second. Trixie's eyes narrow. So,
What?
like, was there any particular names of people who bullied you?
Too many to count.
You don't have like the name of your world, probably. That's a weird thing to just
I,
know.
I
It's
thought that
called
was the
Earth.
name.
I mean, in my Earth, there's the French Republic.
Nods. Notes
See,
something to herself.
Trixie, that hits you without you realize something. The French Republic. There's very few worlds. There's only 100 worlds with the French Republic in it.
Only so many to search. Trixie in the background about to be on a warp.
But yeah, I mean, I spent most of my time alone in my homeworld. Played Duel Monsters or Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's what it was called in my world. And become a marine biologist. Didn't really have anyone close like you or Cam or anyone else because, well, again, people didn't like that about me.
Hello.
Hello, I'm here too.
Well, it stinks to be them. And they will rue this day, or that day, I guess, or all the days,
Every day.
every day.
Well, that world has one less brilliant mind, so they're already falling behind as is.
I'm sure my
Yeah, you
world's
get it.
fine without me.
Well, I forgot.
I mean, mine will surely survive without me as well, but one less marine biologist is always a shame in any world.
I feel like, Cam, if you were still in your world, like, I don't know, you feel like a forced, like a natural disaster, but like in a good way. Like, you know?
Hmm. I don't get it.
Mm,
Cam saying
like
you're
you,
releasing a form of pressure.
like you seem like the sort of person that would be like, everyone would be like, I feel like people would tell stories about you, like to stay away because like the terrifying being is there, but like it would
Ah,
be like cool.
let me roll something for Cam real quick. Oh yeah, they used to do something like that back in the orphanage. Everyone was scared of me there.
Oh,
Trixie
you
is
also went.
looking at you to see if like you think this is a cool thing or not.
Oh, you
What?
were also in an orphanage.
And with that, we're ending today.
Happy Valentine's Day. They
Ha-
kiss each other.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Well,
I want to
Yeah.
say, I want to say this. I was so close to saying no, the 4Kids version. They're just good friends.
oh, I would have been so upset.
Aqua is now a male.
Also,
I was
listen,
gonna
we
say I just
didn't.
make Aqua a male at that point. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Listen, we didn't. Listen, I didn't get to make my funny joke of telling you Cam isn't even a girl.
Cam is
it's
Cam.
true.
Cam has ascended
Cam is
beyond
creature.
gender.
Cam has ascended.
Cam is gender cam.
God,
Yeah,
I will be
basically.
struggling with all romantic scenes. By the way, I apologize
okay.
ahead of
Live
time.
stream.
You
Live
don't.
streaming.
If you really don't
Live
want to
stream.
do them, that's okay.
No, I want to do them
that's
because I want to get better at them, but I have no frame of reference, so I'm like,
just play the character.
that's
Get
good.
into their shoes and just think of what they're doing. Try not to think too much from the outside lens of you and try to think more of, okay, what am I